Let's talk about call lists in Salesforce. Many people get very frustrated trying to create call lists in Salesforce. They experiment with reports or list views on the leads and contacts and so on. Or in some cases, let's say you have a campaign, a webinar, for example, and they try to create the call list from the campaign members tab. And that is a pretty horrible way to try and create or work from a call list. There is a much better way to do it, and that is called the Sales Console. Have a look at the related blog post. It tells you how to find out whether you have the Sales Console. The chances are you already do. You may just not know it. This is the Sales Console. These are leads we're looking at here. So this is a list of leads created this week, and I can start to phone some of those people. I can open them up in a new tab like this. I can make my phone call. Let's say I don't get through, so I will go to the next person on the list and open up that person in a list view. I don't get through, I could go back to Kirsten and so on and so forth. Let's take our webinar example. I created a list view of webinar attendees. So I did that by just creating a new view, called it webinar attendees, linked it to my campaign with the status of attended. And so there's my list of webinar attendees. I can again start to call those people. If I don't get through, go back to my list, call Sebastian, open up him in a new tab, and so on. So that's an example using leads. I can create similar views with any of these objects. Let's take accounts, and let's say I've got a field on the account, called renewal date. So I've got a list view now of where all the renewal date equals this month. So here are all my accounts with the renewal date of this month. Let's try to call this one. And again, you can see it's opened up Borrowdale Hotels in a new tab, but it's kept these existing tabs open until I actually close them down. Now, whilst we're on Borrowdale Hotels, I can see there's two contacts. So let's have a look at Tony and open up Tony in a new sub-tab. I can go back and I can have a look at Sue. Same thing. And in fact, I noticed on this account I've got one opportunity to open that in a sub-tab. So it's created different sub-tabs for me to look at the information all about that one account, and it's kept these other tabs open for me until I actively close them down. And at any time I can go back to my main list that I'm working on, whether it's accounts, I can go back to leads and so on, and keep these tabs open. So a much more user-friendly and a much more effective way of creating call lists in Salesforce. That's the Sales Console. Have a look at the related blog post, tells you a bit more about it and includes some instructions about how to go setting it up. Thanks very much.